Everyone, it's KIREI here from Bramble with a brand new process video, and I'm using one of the new sets, well I should say two of the newer sets from the shop. I've got the Today's Story set and I'm using the You and Me title. I've got the EXO Love set and I'm also using Paper Snips number 90, and these are the ones that come with the May Fox box. So I decided to use the You and Me title because I had quite a few photos from our trip to Lanzarote early this year. And it was just, Lee and I. And of course, I had taken loads of selfies. So I thought it would be perfect to just get some of those photos scrapped. So I've pulled out the Simple Stories Pink Lemonade collection. It's got lots of lovely colours, bright colours. And I'm just cutting out some of the tags. I just had an idea that I've got my photos and I've got 5 or 6 photos. I do end up only using the 5. And I thought I'd add each of those to a tag across my layout. So I've got my 5 tags with my photos. I've distressed all the edges, obviously. And then I'm going to just lay them up across the layout, as you can see me doing here. And then I've got my title, You and Me. I'm going to back each of my photos. I'm just working out which order I want to have them in. I think I'm happy with that. And then I'm just pulling in some of the other pattern papers. I'm just going to use some of the different different colours to back my photos. So I've got this sort of pinky red tone here, and then I'm going to use a green and a yellow. And there we go, as if by magic. And then all of my photos I'm going to raise up on foam pads, as you can see here, on each of the tags. So yeah, giving me some nice dimension. That's all done now. I'm going to add a pattern paper at the top, and I thought that the flat floral one would be perfect. I loved all the colours in it. So yes, I'm adding that, just a piece of that across the top of the layout. Now I haven't distressed the bottom edge, amazingly, but actually it pretty much gets covered up. So other than those tiny little bits on either end, so I just didn't bother. So and then I've now cut out another load of, I think, another 5 tags in the colours again. So I've gone with the plainer tags in the ready coral, the green, the light pink, the soft bluey green, and the yellow. And then I'm just sort of building those up over the left side. Now, with each tag, I can never have a naked tag, so I would always add sort of ribbon or tie some thread around it or something like that. But I've got all the brads here that I thought, you know what, I'm going to add those to each of my tags. And I've also got the foam stickers and I've just pulled some of the little tiny flowers off. So I'm just fiddling around deciding which ones I'm going to use where. Just mixing it up with some of the smaller brads and some of the medium-sized ones. So now I've got those all in position. My tags are all stuck down. I can actually start to get my embellishment clusters in place. So I've pulled in the ephemera here, and I've got the flowers. I've got that little semicircle bunting there, and I'm just sort of building up that almost sort of vertical design down the right. And then I'm just looking at adding some more detail in and around my photos. So I've got these small flower clusters here. I'm just cutting them in half, and I'm going to tuck them under the edge of my photos. So I've got a little mix of them in the coral, the pale blue, the pinks. So yeah, just adding a little bit more floral detail. So I'm sort of continuing the floral down my layout from the pattern paper at the top to the flowers on the tags, around the photos, and then in the floral cascade down the right hand side. So just adding some continuity there. So yeah, just getting all these stuck in, and as you can see, I'm just curving up the edges and adding a little bit of glue just on the bottom edge so that I can curve up and just create some texture on my layout, as I always like to do. Just finishing off with those there. And then I think I can start to get this. Yes, I can start to get my cluster done around the side here. Now, don't forget to hop on over to the Bramble Fox website. Just go to bramblefox.co.uk to see all of the new products. Click on the tab at the top, new products, and you'll find them all there. Lots of fabulous perspective sets, titles. There's cut files. We've got stencils. So yeah, loads of lovely things to really enhance your scrapbook layouts, or cards, or journals. So yeah, pop on over to find all the details, and you'll find all the information on the fabulous Fox box as well. That is the monthly subscription from Bramble Fox, where you'll get your perspectives, and then you've got your Fox Box Plus, which gives you, as well as the perspectives, you get the Fox cut stencil and the paper snips as well. So I'm just playing around with adding my bits and pieces here. Here's my You and Me title in that mint. I love this colour. It's really pretty. Now, I've forgot to take my backing off. It's normally something I do when I get my new sort of delivery of Bramble Fox items. It's almost like a ritual, is to peel off all the backing. It's it's sort of quite satisfying doing that, but I obviously haven't done it this time. Anyway, that's all done. So having a look at the foam stickers, seeing if there's anything else that I want to add. And then I've got, this, I really love this set actually. I have used some of it already. The EXO Love set. You've got little EXOs, you've got love, and you've got some hearts in it, in the soft pink, the mint, and the red. And I'm just bringing in the ones in the mint, and then I've got one pink heart there that I've just popped to the right. So I've added the EXO, and then the love, I'll add on to the photo there. Got a little butterfly. And then what next? Oh yeah, just tucking in these little EXOs. Now I fiddle around with this other one and I can't decide whether it's going to sit there, whether I'm going to move it up to the left, underneath it, stick the heart down. So I go backwards and forwards. So yeah, I think in just a moment, there we go. I have decided it is going to just get tucked down there under the flower. And then I felt like I needed to balance the layout. So I'm going to create a little cluster down here on the bottom left. So I'm bringing in some more of the flowers, and I'm just going to add those to that bottom. And then I will bring in, I've got the paper snips, they're number 90. They come with the May Fox box, and they have the DIY epoxy flairs. So the little round circles that you can punch out, and then you get a little clear epoxy cover to stick over the top of it. So I have a few of those. I think there we go. There's one there. That one I think says, is that the one? I don't know that I use the one. Actually, I've got happy. I'm going to pop just down the bottom there. And I also fussy cut out some of the phrases from the paper snips as well. So I've got the so good at the bottom. And I've tucked in the sweet memories just above the second photo there. So I'm just going to raise up the so good on foam pads here. And then I'm almost done. I think I'll just, stick down the little epoxy flair. Oh, there, that's the always. That's the one I end up using, actually. I switched the always for the one up there that I've popped in. But yeah, I'm pretty much done. I will add my journaling over to the left underneath the photos. And yeah, here is the final layout. There you go. I also added a few enamel dots as well, just around my clusters. Here's some of the close-ups. You can see the fabulous You and Me title and the EXO Love elements from the set. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon in my next video. Bye for now.